Hi, Daniel Kertcher, CEO and founder of Trading Pursuits, one of Australia's largest and longest running financial education companies in Australia. Now, over my past 20-odd year career, I've trained hundreds of thousands of people all around the world, in fact, how to build their financial knowledge and wealth through the use of options trading, stocks, options, CFDs, futures, forex, bonds, you name it, I've taught it. And in all that time, I'm often asked by people, why do I do what I do? Why do I teach so many people? Why not just stay home and trade my own money? Well, personally, I've tried that twice. I've tried retiring twice, but you get bored just trading your own money. We all have a mission in life. We all have something we need to do. And I've been extremely blessed, and early on in my career, I learned some fantastic financial strategies, which I've personally used to my own personal wealth building process, but also I've had a need and a desire to share it with so many other people. The big reason why I do what I do, why I teach so many people, what drives me to run the programs that I do, is to share with people how to build a financially abundant mentality. Now, what is a financially abundant mentality? A financially abundant mentality is a state of mind that you can achieve where you know how to make more money than you'll ever need for the rest of your life without having to physically work for it. In other words, it's knowing how to make your money work for you rather than you having to go out and make money for yourself. Now, I'm sure you'd agree that'd be a very powerful mindset to have. Now, there's a variety of ways to develop a financially abundant mentality. I personally was quite blessed in the fact that my parents, particularly my mother, was very involved in real estate. So as a teenager, I learned from her real estate, how to invest in real estate. When I was 18 years old, we had just moved from Canada to Australia, and my mother got me to buy my first piece of real estate. And at the time, it was quite expensive. We're talking back in the early 1990s. And I remember I purchased a $350,000 house in Main Beach on the Gold Coast. Now, if you know Main Beach, it's a very nice suburb today, but back in the early 1990s, it was almost like Beirut. It had been destroyed because in the late 80s, the Japanese had come in and purchased up entire streets of houses and then demolished the houses to make way to build high-rise apartments. But then with the Japanese market collapse in the late 1980s, early 1990s, none of those buildings ever got built. And then in the early 1990s, 92, 93, a gentleman named Harry Triguboff, who's the owner of Meriton Apartments, one of the biggest high-rise building builders in Australia, he went up and he bought virtually all these high-rise sites for pennies on the dollar. Where the Japanese had paid over $20 million, he bought them for like $2 million each. And so for the next few years, he spent 1 year each building a new high-rise every year, and he built about 12 high-rises in that area. And my mother and I, we could see what was going on, and so we went into this region, and one street back from the beach, I purchased a $350,000 brick and tiled old beach shack. Now, I personally didn't do anything to it apart from some paint and some carpet, and I still own that property today. We're talking more than about 20-odd years ago when I bought it. And at that time, again, it was an extremely expensive property for me to buy. For $350,000 back then, you could have bought a waterfront palace on the Gold Coast. But to buy a beach shack was pretty expensive. But I leveraged myself right up, and I bought the property. Now, as of today, that property is worth in excess of $2 million. And I still have it today. But what it taught me, most importantly though, was what I call a financially abundant mentality. You see, I haven't done anything to that property. Like I say, apart from some paint and some carpet, I haven't done anything to it. And yet my wealth has grown. So what it taught me is that my money can make money for me without me having to work for it. And I find that to be an incredibly powerful concept. Now, I'm sure you've probably experienced this as well. Many people invest in real estate. And if you're fortunate and you're lucky and you pick the right spot at the right time, you can make a lot of money out of real estate. But do you think real estate as a vehicle helps people develop a financially abundant mentality? Well, if you're lucky, maybe, but what's the problem with real estate as a vehicle to make money overall? It takes a lot of time, doesn't it? Absolutely. One of the key things to develop a financially abundant mentality is that you have to experience your money making money for you easily, not just once or twice or 3 times, but over and over and over again. Think of someone who wins the lottery. Right? You hear about these crazy lotteries in America where people win $500 million. And almost invariably within 5 years, they've lost it all and are worse off than they were before they won the lottery. So does having money mean you have a financially abundant mentality? No, not at all. I mean, knowing how to make your money make money for you, that's a financially abundant mentality. Even if you lost all your money, you can make it back again because you have the knowledge. That's the key. So to develop a financially abundant mentality, you have to make money work for you, not just once or twice, but over and over and over and over and over again. So many times that it literally becomes ingrained into your DNA. And when I personally discovered the stock market, I started trading shares. Now for me, that was much faster because I could buy and sell at a much quicker pace. And then I discovered leveraged ways of trading the market, such as options or CFDs and Forex, etc. So these are fantastic strategies to experience making money over and over and over again. Business is another way to allow your business to grow, to leverage it so that your money makes money for you, so you don't have to physically go out and make money for yourself. Now, most people in society have three main limiting beliefs. They believe that money is hard to make, that you have to work hard to make money, and that money is not worth anything unless they work hard to get it. Now, in order to develop a financially abundant mentality, we have to smash through all three beliefs. Because if you believe that money is hard to make, or that you have to go out and work hard to make money, you're never going to have a financially abundant mentality. You have to believe in every fiber of your body that money is easy to make. Now you can stand in front of a mirror and you can say to yourself, money's easy to make, money's easy to make, money's easy to make. You can do that 1,000 times, but you won't believe it until when? That's right, you experience it. So you need to experience your money making money for you over and over and over again so many times that it literally becomes ingrained into your DNA. And that's the important factor, because quite frankly, I can't think of something more important for people to develop apart from their health and their relationships other than their financial mastery. Because I'm sure you agree, once you develop that financial mastery, once money is no longer an issue for you, all of other areas of your life become a lot easier to manage. And so when people ask me, why do I do what I do? It's because I absolutely love spending my time sharing with people the ability and the techniques and the skills to develop a financially abundant mentality. I seriously couldn't think of anything else I'd rather spend my time doing than sharing this wonderful concept. And I implore you, I suggest to you that you develop and discover techniques that you can do this yourself. There's so many techniques. I mean, real estate is just one, the stock market is another, Forex, business, everywhere you can make money work for you. I'm sure you'd agree that if you go back 2 or 3 generations, most of the world was still living in an agricultural-based society. Then, about 100 odd years ago, we developed the Industrial Revolution, and people moved from the farms into the cities. But we still had that belief that you had to work hard, buy a house, pay it off, have no debt. These are all the conditions and the ideas that were bred to us as young children. But today we live in the information age. We live in the ability to make money seamlessly all over the world online. You can make money on YouTube, you can make money on Facebook, you can make money trading the markets. There's so many different ways. And we can use our minds to make money, not our physical hands or our physical time. So like I say, developing a financially abundant mentality is one of the most important things that we can develop in our lives, because apart from our health and our relationships, there's frankly nothing more important than mastering our wealth. I certainly hope this has given you an insight into developing that financially abundant mentality for yourself, and may I wish you profitable investing.